The way we do it under COVID-19 now. We have COVID-19
Really. Okay, good afternoon, members of the press. Again, apologies for starting behind schedule. From the Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Abubakar Adamu, and the entire members of the Force Management team, I bring to you a very warm greetings and wishing you the very best of 2021. This being our first press briefing and parade of suspects for the year 2021, we'll also use this opportunity to present the scorecard for the police operations at the Force CID as well as the Force Intelligence Bureau. First of all, let me convey the assurances of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Abubakar Adamu, on the preparedness and the readiness of the Nigeria Police Force to provide adequate security for lives and property for Nigerians as well as foreigners living in Nigeria in this new year. The Nigerian Police Force will be unrelenting in our fight against all forms of crimes, particularly armed robbery, kidnapping, banditry, cultism, cybercrime, gender and sexual-based violence, and other forms of crime within the country in this new year. We will be adopting a very aggressive, intelligence-driven, and community-based crime-fighting approaches. We will be proactive, and we will take the battles to the doorstep of the criminals. We will also expand our partnership and collaboration with the citizens as well as with other law enforcement agencies and the Nigerian military this year and even beyond. And a look at the activities of detectives at the Force Intelligence Bureau as well as the Force CID shows that a total of 21,296 highly dangerous criminal suspects were arrested in the year 2020. These are suspects that were arrested, investigated, and empirically linked with such offenses like homicide, armed robbery, kidnapping, cultism, and unlawful possession of firearms. A total of 3,347 firearms, mostly in the AK family, and specifically AK-47 and AK-49 were recovered in the outgone year. In addition, a total of 133,496 rounds of live ammunition were also recovered within the period under review. A total of 960 stolen vehicles of assorted makes, mostly in the families of Toyota, Honda, and Volkswagen series, particularly the Golf series, were also recovered. The bulk of these vehicles have since been released to their owners. 1,002 victims of kidnapping were also successfully rescued and safely reunited with their families. And following up on these achievements, the NPF remains committed in pursuing its constitutional mandates and responsibilities of protecting lives and property anywhere within this country. And it might interest you to know that within the first 2 weeks of this new year, a total of 18 hardened suspects were arrested by operatives of the Special Tactical Squad, the STS, of course working in collaboration with their sister unit, the IRT. 9 response consisting of 8 AK-47 rifles and 1 submachine gun were recovered. A total of 236 AK-47 ammunition, 8 AK-47 magazines, and other incriminating items were equally recovered within this period, within this first 2 weeks. Among the cases we are presenting to you today includes the arrest of one Buba Bagu, a 35-year-old man who is a notorious kidnapper and specializes in terrorizing citizens along Abuja-Kaduna Highway, Abuja-Lokoja Highway, and other adjoining states of Nasarawa, Kogi, Kaduna, and Niger states. Before now, Buba Bargu was third in command in a very dangerous syndicate headed by late Buji, with the second in command being Arujeje. These two very dangerous elements have been successfully neutralized in the course of anti-kidnapping and anti-banditry operations. After the two were taken off, Buba wasted no time in occupying the mantle of leadership. This particular gang is a very vicious gang, very cruel gang, and when this particular gang takes hostages or takes victims, they rarely let them go alive. Investigations have equally shown clearly, empirically, that there is a strong link between this gang and a major terror group operating in the northwest part of Nigeria. Also arrested is one Yusuf, who incidentally serves not only as an informant to Buba Bargu, but also as his treasurer, financial advisor, or a mini banker. Yusuf profiles prospective victims and passes the information to Buba before they are eventually kidnapped. Yusuf also run other errands and handle financial transactions on behalf of Buba Bargu. Both are in our custody. In this new year, we will not only stop at arresting the kidnappers or the bandits, we will go deeper and wider into arresting everyone directly or indirectly connected to their criminal enterprise. Also here is one Muhammad Amudu, 30 years of age, also known as Confirmed. Within the criminal world, they call him Confirmed. He's called Confirmed because of his shooting skills. He is reputed to be a marksman. And so his colleagues believe that when he shoots, he rarely misses his target. But to tell you how complicated the criminal enterprise of kidnapping and banditry has become, Muhammad, who is a gang leader in his own right, was equally kidnapped by Buba Bargu. This is Buba Bargu, and this is Mohammed, alias Confirmed. And Buba is the head of a very vicious gang of bandits and kidnappers. Mohammed is yet another gang leader who is also feared and revered in the bush by other criminal elements. Yet, Bargu took Buba and held Buba, and Buba Bargu took Mohammed, kidnapped Mohammed, and held him hostage until he paid a sum of 1,550,000 naira before he was released. And that tells you how the degree of the complication that we are dealing with, the intensity. All of you take down your mask.
Remove your mask.
And then finally, this is Yusuf, who actually served not just as an informant to Buba Babu, but also manages his accounts and his finances. Apart from this case, and we will be returning back to them later for them to speak to you, we also have the 5 young men standing behind the 5 men standing behind are members of a car snatching, an armed robbery and car snatching syndicate. Their operational bases are spread across Edo, Delta, Ondo, and Lagos. They specialize in snatching vehicles at gunpoint and disposing them either to unsuspecting buyers or through their receivers, who are equally accessories to the fact of the crime. Matter of fact, one of the buyers, one of the receivers, one of the regular buyers is also among the suspects standing right at the back. We will be, at this juncture, allowing you to speak to them, but not without us assuring this country that we will continue to do everything that is humanly, operationally, and administratively possible to ensure that we clear the public space of all these violent and dangerous criminal elements who remain unrepentant even up to 2021. We will go after them no matter what it takes. We will smoke them out and we will make them to face the full wrath of the law. Thank you and God bless you.
Brilliant. This is compost.
Me sunanka? Ka bude murya.
Buba Bargu.
A wani gari mu yan sanda muka kama ka?
A Kodokato.
Is by name Buba Bargu that the police operative arrested him in Atu, a village under Shororo, local government, Niger State.
35.
He's 35 years of age. Yes, Ananka.
Ina yin kiwo, ina yin noma, kuma ina yin kidnapping.
What his major work is farming, rearing, and also kidnapping. So now can you kidnapping?
Yana da yawa.
That he kidnapped severally. Da ina.
Na yi a hanyar Abuja ne kawai.
Along Abuja Kogi Road. So nawa kuma nawa ka ansa?
Akwai inda mun ka ansa miliyan 5, akwai inda mun ka ansa miliyan 7, akwai miliyan 3,800, akwai hawa ne duk wanda karhin shi bai kai ba sai a anshi mashi.
He said in his major kidnapping operations, he collected ransom of 5 million, 7 million, there's that of 4.8 million, and but it's based on the negotiations between themselves and the victim's relation or family. shekara nawa kenan kana kidnapping?
Ya kai shekara uku kenan da nake yi. Amma shekaran gana bana ban yi ba.
He said he has been into kidnapping for more than 3 years, but this 2021, he did not partake in any.
Eh, sai dai yara.
Except he has kingpin, he did send his boys for major operations. Da ina kuke ta kidnapping din nan?
Ni iyaka inda na sani a hanyar Abuja ne, ban shiga gidaje.
His son, he do carry out his kidnapping along a major road. He doesn't go to houses. Mutum nawa kuka kwasa?
Akwai inda mun ka ɗauki mutum 5, akwai 20, akwai mutum 6, akwai mutum 7. Eh.
He said what he can remember, there are some of his kidnapping operation, himself and the boys. They kidnap 5 persons, 20 that's the passengers along flying the major routes, and he doesn't know other the numbers. Kudaden da kuke kidnapping me kuke da su?
To gaskiya muna da manya suna ansa kudin, ana ba lauyoyi kuma ana ba malamai kuma ana sayo abun ga ammunition da karafi su buji orijeje su malam.
He said in the major, I asked him that what they normally do with the ransom they collected. He said most of at times they do give their soothsayers, that's their malams. They give most of their lawyers most of the time, and they do, that's the kingpin Buji normally collects the money also to purchase arms and ammunition for the syndicate.
So who are their lawyers?
Su waye ne lauyoyinku?
Ni ana kira a gamu da su ne, ni ba a taɓa kama bakin hanya.
Me yasa kuka rabu da Buji, kuma me alakanka da 'yan Boko?
A ni ban alaka da Boko Haram. Buji abunda ya samu kare duk abunda mun ka samu yana ansa aje, ya ce zai yi abu kaza, zai ba da mu aiki kaza, kuma mu ba mu gani komai siyasa mun kare da shi.
He said what led them to separate himself from Buji is that he do feel cheated, that most of the money, ransom, they do give Buji as kingpin. Instead of him sharing it to them, he do bring different excuses in spending their money. That's why he decided to. So, maganan kidnapping na confirm.
Da an kai maka ba abun da na sani.
Confirm zai bayani. We will go to confirm. That's why I confirm with him.
Before he speaks, stay like this. Just hold up. Let me just move. For you to understand the how mean these kidnappers and bandits are, Bargu took Mohammed into custody when he successfully kidnapped this leader, and Mohammed was hesitating, making payments. They actually shot at Mohammed. Mohammed earlier on was boasting that he had charms and bullets will not penetrate his body. And Bargu decided to tell him how serious they are, and that if he doesn't pay ransom, he was not going to go. And they shot him in his arm. Show them. Point. So we are dealing with, what we're dealing with here is a monster. But with the support of all of us, with the support of every Nigerian and every institution in Nigeria, we would defeat this monster.
Ina so ka yi masu bayani me sunanka da ka faɗi da Hausa zai translate maka da Turanci da kuma abubuwan duk da ake. Me sunanka?
Ainihin sunana Muhammad Ahmadu, amma sunan da aka kira a cikin jeji Yelekon.
Ka ƙara maimaitawa.
Sunana Muhammad Ahmadu. Ana kira na kuma da ɗaya suna Yelekon Farm.
He said it's yellow. It's
Muhammad Ahmadu.
It's Muhammad Ahmadu by name, but there in their camp, that's where their gang's members knows him as Yellow Confirm.
Talatin.
He's 30 years old. Kidnapping now, okay,
Gaskiya ban iya gane ga kidnapping ɗin da na yi.
That he has partaken in series of kidnapping operations which he cannot even count the numbers. Million nawa ko kudi nawa ka samu akan kidnapping?
Na samu miliyan 5, na samu miliyan 6, na samu miliyan 3, na samu miliyan 1,500,000, 200,000 ma na samu ba yanda babu.
He said he has collected ransom of 5 million, 3 million, 500,000 naira and so on, depending on their negotiations.
Sannan akwai lokacin da na tara 15, na zo kuma na ƙare su a ban miliyan 15. Na zo na ƙare su a banza ban gane amfanin su ba.
That he has saved up to 15 million, but he 15 million by which he has just been spending it with friends. Hannun kafa, maganan kidnapping naka da aka.
Maganan hannuna na je na kawo musu gyaɗa daga nan bullet 3 magazine da na kawo masu kawai muna zanne ina tare da kudi na miliyan 1,555,000. mun zanna baki wani kogi muna magana sai suka ce to mu tahi ni ban san ashe sun riga sun haɗa kai akan su kashe ni da kudin su dau bindigogin duk su kere a rasa yanda na yi a duniya. Muna zuwa na tuɓe wando na bakin rafe kawai mutum sai ya ja gefe kawai ya buɗe ma wuta suka ɗauki kudin.
That is gang members, that's Buba's boys. He supplied them with 90 rounds of live ammunition, which they equally attacked him, kidnapped him, and also collected his money, amounted to 1,550,000.
Miliyan 1,555,000.
So 1,555,000 naira, according to confirm. Maganan kidnapping na hanya da Boko Haram.
Sannan Boko Haram sun yi kidnapping tsakanin Abaji da Cikara, kuma sun kashe mutane a wuri sosai. Sannan sun same mu akwai wani wurin da ake ce ma Kangon Sardauna, nan wajen Toto, yamma da Toto. Amma shi ina ga kogi ne wurin. Sun same mu a lokacin ni dai abinda na ƙirga abinda na gani ni ban taɓa tare hanya ba. Na ƙirga mutanen da suka ɗauko 55 ne. Ni sai dai irin hillani nan wanda suna mamu munahunci in biye in kamo.
That
Fulani.
So that there was a time that Boko Haram, Buba, which also they are associate, they block Lokoja Abuja Road, a luxurious bus which he counted because he is with his own gang. He counted 55 people they kidnapped to the bush. Boko Haram suka kidnapping ya suke da nasu.
To yadda nake jin labari da su in suka kamo mutane da yawa, in suka kamo maza da mata to sai su kashe mazan sai su aure matan. Yanzu haka akwai mutanen da muka sani a lokacin mutum ɗaya na da mata 10 wani ma 15 akwai.
My name's Samedi Miracle, and I'm arrested for armed robbery. I'm 30 years of age. I'm from Edo State, Benin. I was arrested in June last year for armed robbery because me and my friends went to rob 2 vehicles on 2 different locations.
Can you point to those your friends and tell us who they are?
This one. The 4 of them, the 3 of them, the one on white is not among, and one other one who is at large. But this one on white is the person who brought the buyer who bought the vehicles.
Okay, tell them the type of vehicles and how much did the people sell them?
The first one is a Toyota Camry Big for Nothing, and it was sold at the rate of 400,000 naira. And the other one is a Spider, Toyota Spider, and it was also sold at the rate of 600,000.
Okay, gentlemen, we want to thank you. It is finished. Oh yeah, group photograph. Yes, you enter as the suspect, so you stand there. Look at the camera, take. Oh, bye-bye.
Ba mu ɗaukan mata. To, kowa in an kira wayan shi, in ya ce ga ƙarfin shi, to ana iya a yi calculator a haɗa duka nawa ne. Kamar mutane mu dukanmu. Ana yi lissafi ne, wanga 200,000, wanga 300,000, wanga miliyan 1, wanga miliyan 2, sai a yi total ɗinsu. Sai a sai a saki su.
Kamar nawa ka samu tun da shekara 3 ne ka fara wannan?
A gaskiya na dan samu da dama.
Da yawa? Bai kai da kudi ne?
To ban sai komi da su ina tura ne a account.
Account? Kana tura cikin bank? Yanzu kamar nawa kana?
To gaskiya. Account nawa kake tura? Account nawa? Ha?
Na waye?
Na waye?
Na Alhaji Isuhu ne.
Wani alhaji?
Ga ina.
Shiwa?
Gwari ne.
Wari ne. To kama nawa yanzu haka kama nawa a cikin wancan account?
Akwai miliyan 4 ko? Da nawa? Da 300.
To me kama duka kudin din ka sa cikin banki baka siya gini ba, mata baka yi aure ba?
Ai na dawo kenan. In nemi izini.
Maganan bom, ya kuke da bom?
Magana
da ake jifawa da sauransu.
Okay.
Da ake auren mata kai musu bayani.
Boko Haram.
Ne da kuke.
Lalle.
Kuma mutumin Boko Haram?
No.
Okay,
Ni ko sata ban zuwa da su. Ko ba haka ba?
Kai musu bayani.
Tunda ko na yanka dabba ba za su ci ba. Don sun dauke mu arna ne.
To.
Lalle muna zama da su in sun za su fita yo barnansu ba su kira mu wai don mu muna da mutane da yawa a waje muna iya kira jama'a a kwanta masu a kashe su ka gane ai kuma su in sun kama mutane kamar na mace in yayi masu za su kai shi family din su aje namiji kuma a yanka shi kuma suna da ba su taba shiga bari mu mun shiga cikin gidansu ba bayan gidansu akwai escom yamma akwai escom ko dare da rana ko ana ruwa ne akwai mai escom.
Dajin da kuke yanzu yana shigowa?
Ba kowa wurin yanzu.
Duk an koma wani bangare?
Duk an waje waɗansu tun da an ka kace mai gidan gaba ɗaya kowa ya buji.
Sai kuka ƙara rabuwa ke?
Ni tun kafin faɗan ya zo na gaya maka abu na.
Ya haka nan you could have answered because you want to go and
He's not the one that kidnapped the other kidnapper. I know. Yes,
Yusuf Ibrahim. Yusuf Ibrahim.
Yusuf Ibrahim, shekara nawa? Kai shekara nawa?
Yan kai 35.
To yaya aikin ka?
Tuki nake yi.
To yaya wani lokaci ka shiga aikin naka?
Ne ban sata shi dai wuri guda muke da su. Wuri guda muke da su garinmu guda. Iyayen shi da komi tare da iyayen na suke. To shi ya bar wurinmu. Sai dai same ni ya ce dala yana son taimaka mai ba shi kallon ba. Haka muka yi?
Ya san kuma kudin kidnapping ka yake ajewa.
To gaskiya ka ya sani tun da ba ni da sanu a kyau.
Daga nan sai na ba shi akan lamba sai ya fara turo kudin. So uku yake turo kudin. A kudin suka kai miliyan 5,250 amma yanzu miliyan 4 ne da 300 a ciki.
Me sunanka?
Guda da wake.
Shekara nawa?
Zan kai 20.
20? Me aikin ka?
Aiki na ina bin irin mutanen daji haka muna yau aiki ne.
Wani irin aiki kuke yi?
Muna koro shanu kuma suna zuwa kidnapping da ni.
So nawa kai kidnapping da kafin kidnapping?
Hanyar na birnin Gwari guda 2.
Koren shanu ba
da wajen bangi guda 1 wajen alawa an koro da dajin alawa.
Me ka sani kan baturan da aka kidnapping aka kashe a ta gina, aka kashe wasu turawa ta gina masu gyara hanya?
Wannan ba da ni ba ne, kaga yelon na wanda ni gwada ma Allah shi ne ɗaya ko? To shi da shi an ka ta amma ni domin
wanda muka kama wanda aka harba kafa.
Amma ni domin Allah ba da ni ba an ka ta kuma a tambaye shi a gidan wani malam dogo.
Waye ne mai gidanku?
Mai gidanmu Ali.
To kaki da bindigogi AK-47 za ku je kidnapping da kuma koren shanu na kuke samu
su ka ba mu in mun zo tahiya sai su je wannan ya anshi wannan ma ya anshi wannan da mun dawo sai mu ba su abin su
sai su biya ku. Kuna aiki a matsayin leburorin su kenan?
Ba yanzu shekara nawa ka
aiki da ka bar gida ka shiga wannan aikin shekara
tun ranar bara ni ta can ni shekara can to he bana ni dawo.
Please, you have to because I'm moving to go.
Abuja.
Shekara nawa kana aiki?
Ya kai shekara 6. Ya kai shekara 6.
Me yasa ka shiga aiki kenan?
Ba komai wallahi.
Ba komai. To kamar
ba san iyaka ba.
Me kana yi da kidnapping?
Ina kashe su da sauran abokanai.
Eh?
Ina kashewa kuma da sauran abokanai.
Amma ba ka ce kana biya lawyer ko
A ni bana harka da wannan.
baka yanzu haka nawa ka samu a kidnapping?
Na taɓa samun miliyan 15.
Eh?
15.
Me kai da kudi?
Na kashe su kuma sauran miliyan 1,555 yan uwana kidnapper sun buɗe ma wuta sun karɓa ga wurin. Su sauran abokanai na ne.
Ka san wai kai ne lokacin da ta maka wannan ka san wai kai ne da ka ci abokin ka.
Na sani waye ne.